Hi, I'm Steve from the Stonecrafting Workshop. Welcome back. For the last few weeks I've been trying to tumble polish some onyx marble. Don't get confused, I'm not talking about the agate type stone that's onyx, also called onyx. This is marble. It's much softer than agates, it's much softer than the stones I would normally try and tumble. And it was a bit of a challenge. It's taken me several weeks of trial and error, and I actually had 2 goes at it. I made up 2 batches and started all over again, because the first batch I did just really ground away to nothing in the end. I was trying so many things and I never really achieved a polish. But on this run, the second run, which I'll show you the results of, I have actually got a polish on them. I looked at them a couple of days ago and I've just taken some out now, and they've got a beautiful polish on them, thank heavens. So it is possible to tumble polish softer materials. Marble is very soft compared to, if you think marble is softer than granite, and granite is much softer than the agate type stones you would normally try tumbling. But it is possible to do. I can't tell you the process exactly because I kind of went backwards and forwards. But let's quickly run through it and I'll show you the end result and how the stones look now. I'm going to try and tumble a lot of onyx marble. This is, I buy bits and pieces off of car boot sales, and a lot of them are just tourist pieces and you know, things like candle holders, and a lot of them are chipped and cracked. And I've broken a load up and I'm going to try tumbling them. This will be different from tumbling the things I normally tumble. The beach stones that I tumble are much harder than this. And I know that it's more difficult polishing softer materials. Right, so they've been tumbling now, this onyx marble, for 4 days at the 80 grit stage. You can see that the slurry is very thick. It's much thicker than you'd expect to get if this was agate or chalcedony or something harder. And also it's lost quite a lot of its volume. Again, a sign that the material's softer and it's wearing down quicker. So let's wash these out, have a look, and see if we're going to go on. So they're nicely rounded. That's actually a really nice one, look. They're nicely rounded. They look pretty at this stage. Let's hose these out and put them on to the next stage. So here they are. They're all dry and they've got a lovely smooth finish. More importantly, there is no sign on any of them of the kind of frosting, stunned look you get that I've had in previous attempts at polishing marble. So I'm really hopeful about these. They've got a lovely pearly finish. Just to double check that they're ready to go on to the next stage, the polishing stage, I took one of them and I just rubbed it on polishing powder on a cloth with a little bit of damp, and look at that, a few seconds of rubbing. They are definitely ready for polishing. So here they are, and you can see the big pile of onyx I started with has reduced enormously, but some of them have got a really nice polish on them. That one's really nice. You can see that. It's not as good a polish as I would normally get on my beach stones, but it's still pretty good. And some of them have still, even though I persisted through the process at trying to eliminate this, if you look at that one, it's got that white frosted effect, which means it's not polished very well. It's actually slightly rough, that one. So not all of them are good. But the reason I wanted to tumble onyx marble was because, first of all, it's a beautiful marble. It's just got some fantastic colours and veins and banding. But also because it's very easy to drill. So if you want to make things like earrings and pendants, it's much easier to use than beach stones. And I just think some of these are just gorgeous. Look at that. So the process I went through was quite normal. I started with the 80 grit for about 4 days, and then I went straight from the 80 grit to the 400 grit. And then I started to hit problems. I tried polishing these with, I think with tin oxide first of all, which normally is my favourite polish, but it didn't polish them. It actually, it did polish them, but I was getting a lot of this white frosting effect from that. I then tried aluminium oxide, which actually didn't work at all. The aluminium oxide polish didn't work at all. It may be because the aluminium oxide polish I've got is a bit too coarse. But then I tried cerium oxide, and the cerium oxide worked. Really nice. Just, you know, some of these little bits, these little chips, they're just gorgeous. Look at that. And you can see some of them are tiny, like this one. You can see having a pair of earrings made out of, you know, there's a couple of pieces that would probably relatively match, reasonably match. You know, they would make beautiful earrings. Look at the colours in that. And you can actually, it's a translucent marble to a certain extent. You could actually see light through that where it's thinner. That, I mean, that's just wonderful to use. I think if someone's a jeweller and wants to make up rings and earrings and what have you, they would really treasure this material. So there we are. It was a trial. It took me several weeks and I had to try lots of things, but it was worth it. In the end, it was worth it. Just lovely. So thanks for watching. I hope this inspires you to try other materials to polish, get a bit of marble and smash it up. Which sounds like sacrilege saying that, but I mean it in the best possible way. And thank you for watching.